Alright, this video is going to be a little bit different, something I personally have never done before on my channel or ever, really. And they actually reached out to me. You know, the feeling in that makes you feel limitless. Here we go. Welcome back to Innovation RC. You guys are definitely in for a big treat today. All right, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting too much longer. We're going to get right into it. All right, so I have my 6S Typhon here just to show you guys how big this thing really is. You know, this is a 1/7 scale, and obviously my Typhon is a 1/8 scale. This is Arrma's first ever strictly on-road car. I'm going to show you guys why this vehicle is so special. All right, so I'm going to start off here real quick. The first thing all of our eyes obviously hit is the front splitter and the rear wing, and I believe these are removable. So yes, obviously when air comes, when it hits it, it's going to slow it down, but it's going to give you a lot of downforce, which is really good. Now if we go for top speed, you're going to want to remove these. Same thing with the rear end. They made it able for you to remove it, so you could actually tune the aerodynamics. And then on top of that, it's a whole new wing structure. You know, it's not just the standard 1/8 scale Arrma wing. You know, this is its own thing. And as you guys notice, that's a diffuser. That helps even more with aerodynamics. Just to show you, this is not a stretched Typhon or a stretched Creighton chassis or any of this stretching stuff. This is its own brand new kind of chassis, and it all just really goes together. You know, the front splitter, you know, it's attached to the chassis along with the top, as you guys probably saw, and the rear diffuser as well. And real quick, I wasn't really going to make an unboxing video of this, but they give you extra body posts, and these are probably the battery clip-on things, but they also give you a massive gear. It looks like a 24, a 26, I guess, but that's a massive gear. That I could use that, and I'm happy with that. You know, they give you a big gear. That's awesome. You also get tools. You know, you get the manual, you get your gearing chart. And now I'm gonna take the body off. As you guys can see, it kind of has to go in like that. It's really cool. I love how this body is. All right, I'll just put this right there. Now, inside look. The first thing that we all see, or actually what we don't see, are electronics. They made this a roller. Obviously, if you guys noticed previously when it rolled a little bit earlier in the video, but there are no electronics. You know, I have the motor mount taken out because I have my motor in the car, because I'm going to be rebuilding this car and running it. So if you do want to see it run, I'm definitely going to do it. So really, the first thing that we actually do notice, aside from the electronics, we notice that they included the real nice aluminum chassis brace that connects tower to tower. Another thing that I've noticed, there are 2 battery trays, obviously, but on each side. So if you want to run parallel or series, the option is easily there, and they are adjustable, which is amazing. You know, this is Arrma's first adjustable battery tray. Plus it has the dual Velcro battery strap, holds it up and down, left and right. That is really good. If you were to crash, I highly doubt they're going to go anywhere. All right, let's move on to the receiver. Look how much room there is. You know, normally a receiver box would only be about that much space, but you have 2. One, they gave a little splitter that goes into the whole box. You could almost fit a Mamba Monster 2 ESC in there. That is massive. You know, obviously what they also took into consideration, if you have a motor here, you know, and the motor actually goes in backwards on the left side, so this is where it would be. You'd have the 2 fans, like the Yeah Racing or the WTF fans. You'd have your ESC, you'd have your fan. You'd have a lot of wires coming out. You have all the room in the world. All right, up next, we're gonna go with the center differential, all right? Oh, no, obviously I put a motor there. We have a 1717 big block. It is a original Castle one. Just to show you guys the size, you know, you do have clearance underneath, so they actually raised the motor mount a little bit. I remember when I put this in my Typhon, I had to have spacers under the whole motor mount, center diff housing, this and that. But why I also have it in here, why would I even consider putting that in here when I could have just put a brand new, a Steve New motor or a TP 4070 CM and really go fast? Well, one, I wanted to keep this as stock as possible for this review video, and number 2, this won't fit. It will not fit, not now. I'll make it fit, Obviously, this is what they also had in mind. There's a lot of room in this car. There's a lot of definite possibilities of what you can do. You know, right now, this is on the motor mount and it's hitting here, you know. So this is a 4-inch can. So I'm gonna remove this motor real quick and we're gonna talk about what is in here. It gave us a real spool, which is amazing. You know, this is not the hot racing one where they use the existing center diff parts, you know, that can explode where the pins fly everywhere. No, this is a real spool, 100% power each side. Lastly, we have the tires. They're called the Hoons. They're still D-boots and they're belted. These are actually belted. I do not know what speed they're rated up to. I was told, you know, they should be good for triple digits, but I will not guarantee anything. You know, we just have to test it. It is a brand new tire, that's all. But they look good, they feel good, you know, and especially on hot Florida asphalt, they're gonna stick like no tomorrow. So that's something that I really want to see. And here's a brand new GRP. It is a S3. It is brand new. It was never ran, and it's actually a little bit taller. It's a little bit taller than the GRP, which is a good thing. You know, top speed wise, we'll get a little bit more RPM, but that should not influence how your setup should be. Just saying. All right, we're all zeroed out and it's finally time for the moment that I have been waiting for, you guys have been waiting for, as well as a lot of people. We're gonna see what this can do. Now, I do not have a big massive setup in here. I just have this stuff just so it can go. And I almost forgot to run it with without these. I actually unscrewed the front downforce wings, so it's gonna give me a little bit less speed. I mean, a little bit more speed, a little bit less drag. Same thing with the rear wing. I dremeled the back so air will fly by. Let's see. Nice burnout. All right, Arrma Limitless, first run. Man, my heart is racing right now. All right, let's get it. Wow, that was pin straight. Pin straight. And I didn't even run this thing yet. Well, I mean, I did now, but right there, that was its virgin run, if you want to call it. First time ever actually running it at a high speed. You know, I ran it maybe 20 miles an hour just to see if things worked. But that right there, it handled like it was meant to go that fast, which is amazing. Amazing. Here we go. 101 miles an hour. If you guys can see that. 101. I am beyond happy. Here's the setup. I'm not really showing anything much because I am far from done here. This is a Graphene's 6.0, not a 5.0. No modifications needed, which is amazing. Fits right in there. I actually have the XLX strapped in there. I'm gonna find a better way to put it. But yeah, I'm really, really happy I was given this opportunity to test this car out. Thank you, Horizon. Thank you, Arrma, for choosing me. Cheers. Oh my God, it's moving the trees back there. You see that? I'm not making this up.